Hello, what's up everybody? Welcome back. So we just finished week 10 of Big Brother 23. Kyland was HOH this week, and this was the first time the cookout really started to play the game. I'm really excited to talk about it, so let's get into it, y'all. So it happened, everybody. The cookout did it. They were able to get all 6 members of their alliance into the finals. For the record, this has never happened on Big Brother US before. For all of the big alliances that have been on the show, they've at least lost 1 or 2 members along the way trying to make it to the end. But the cookout has been the first one to get every single person to the end. So that is a huge accomplishment. Congrats to them. But of course, as we know, it is not all sunshine and rainbows because now it is time for the cookout to turn on each other. I have been waiting for this moment. Unfortunately for me, since I am a Tiffany stan, I was super duper upset to see that Tiffany would be the first victim of the cookout's fallout. Tiff is my girl. I said it before and I'll say it again. Tiffany was the main character this season. She was responsible for a lot of people going home. In my opinion, she played a pretty good game, even though it wasn't perfect, especially at the end. We saw her maybe overplaying her cards at the end, but overall I think she was a joy to watch this season. And as we saw this week, Tiffany fought her hardest to the very end, trying to convince people to let her stay. She never gave up. She never threw down the towel. And I think from the moment she stepped in the door until the moment she left, she provided nothing but quality entertainment. There was never a dull moment with Tiffany on the screen. Never. And I love her for that. So bye, Tiffany. It was really sad to see you go, but thank you so much for being the main character this season and being the top bitch to root for. So after Tiffany leaves, Julie announces to the house guests that there's going to be another surprise double eviction. Y'all, I was freaking out during this part. My heart was beating. So CBS has had the live feeds cut off for the past 2 days. So all day Wednesday and all day Thursday, we haven't been able to hear anything that's been going on inside the house. So I didn't know what sort of deals or plans had been made. I didn't know if anything new was going on through anybody's head. I was on the edge of my seat when the new HOH started. But as we saw, Azah ends up winning HOH, and I'm super duper happy because this is her first win of the season, and finally this was her chance to shine. So yay, go Azah. But then we hear Azah say that she's gonna put Hannah up. Huh? Y'all, you could see the look on Hannah's face. She was just like so upset, so sad. Ooh, and I felt the same way. My initial thoughts was that this was a bad move on Azah's part. It didn't make any sense at all. Why on earth would you put somebody up that you would want to keep? Why wouldn't you put Kyland and Xavier up, who are the 2 obvious targets? Her logic was that she made a promise to Kyland last week when he was on the block and that she couldn't break the promise. Girl, why not? At this point, there's only 5 people left. There's nothing wrong with lying or breaking promises. That's how you're gonna win. It didn't make any sense to me. But as her Twitter account that is run by her friends tweeted, Azah doesn't know everything that we know. She doesn't know that all the men are working together. She doesn't know that her and Hannah were then on the outside. She only knows what she knows. She only knows what's told to her. So with the information given, she really thought that she was making the best move for her game. Now, with what ended up happening, we see that that wasn't true, but that was Azah's thought process at the time. So as we see, the power of veto happens and the worst case scenario ends up happening. Kyland wins the power of veto and takes his friend Xavier off the block. Derek F goes up on the block in his place, and with a unanimous vote, Hannah is evicted and walks out the door, and it is silent. It is dead silent after Hannah leaves. Everybody's in shock. Everybody's emotional. It was just really, really eerie to see everybody's reaction after her eviction. Right now, it is not looking too good for Azah. Obviously, she won't be able to compete in the next HOH. It's likely that she's going to go on the block, but it really all comes down to who wins the power of veto next week. That's what's going to determine who's really, really safe. So I guess it could technically still be anybody's game, but right now it's looking like it's either going to be Xavier or Kyland's game. We'll just have to see. So, what were your guys' thoughts on the double eviction? Were you expecting Tiffany and Hannah to be the ones going home? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. There are still 2 more weeks left in this game, and I'm really, really excited to finish out the season with you guys. I hope everybody has a good day, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.